Welcome back to the coin world, old coin review and value. Today, we explore the modern yet historically significant 2022 United States quarter dollar. Although it's a relatively new coin, the 2022 quarter plays a crucial role in American numismatic history, thanks to its unique design series and commemorative purpose. Buckle up, because we're about to unravel 60 detailed paragraphs on the story, art, and rarity of this fascinating modern quarter. The quarter dollar was first issued in 1796, under the Coinage Act of 1792, but today's focus begins over 225 years later, with the 2022 issue. In 2022, the U.S. Mint launched a bold new initiative known as the American Women Quarters Program. This new series aimed to honor notable American women who left an indelible impact on the country's history and culture. The launch year of this series marked a turning point for U.S. circulating coin design, departing from the state and America the Beautiful quarters. The American Women Quarters were authorized under Public Law 116-330, signed into law in January 2021. The series was designed to run from 2022 to 2025, featuring up to 5 different reverse designs each year. This marked the first time women of color, writers, astronauts, and civil rights icons were prominently featured on circulating quarters. The obverse of the 2022 quarters introduced a brand new portrait of George Washington. Unlike the one seen on coins since 1932, this new obverse was sculpted by Laura Garden Fraser, one of the most significant female artists in U.S. numismatic history. Fraser's design was originally submitted for the 1932 Washington quarter but was passed over in favor of John Flanagan's. Nearly 90 years later, her vision was finally realized, making the 2022 quarter a redemption for Fraser's artistic legacy. The obverse also includes inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year 2022. In 2022, 5 unique reverse designs were issued, each featuring a different pioneering woman. The first coin honored Maya Angelou, the renowned poet, memoirist, and civil rights activist. Angelou's quarter shows her with her arms outstretched, with a bird and rays of sunlight behind her, inspired by her poem, "I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings." Next was Dr. Sally Ride, the first American woman in space. Her coin portrays her in her spacesuit, gazing earthward, symbolizing her scientific legacy and educational advocacy. The third featured Wilma Mankiller, the first female principal chief of the Cherokee Nation. The reverse presents Mankiller wearing a traditional shawl, with the Cherokee syllabary and Cherokee Nation inscribed. Nina Otero Warren, a suffrage leader and educator from New Mexico, was next. Her coin showcases her proud stance beside yucca flowers, the state flower of New Mexico. The fifth 2022 design was dedicated to Anna May Wong, the first Chinese-American Hollywood film star. Her quarter depicts her resting her chin on her hand surrounded by marquee lights. Each reverse was designed by different artists selected through the Mint's Artistus Infusion program. These designs emphasize not only visual artistry but also cultural and historical depth. The coins carried the denomination quarter dollar and the United States Mint mark. Each woman featured helped redefine American values through courage, creativity, and advocacy. The series aims to educate future generations about the often overlooked contributions of women in U.S. history. It also encourages inclusivity and diverse representation on American currency. No other circulating coin program has focused solely on women in this scope. The 2022 reverse designs received praise from collectors and educators alike. Together they marked a powerful start to the American Women Quarters program. The 2022 quarters were minted at the Philadelphia P. Denver D and San Francisco Mints. Philadelphia and Denver produced circulation coins while San Francisco struck special collector editions. Circulating versions are common, but higher grade examples and special editions can fetch notable prices. The U.S. Mint also released proof and silver proof sets, containing each of the 5 2022 quarters. The proof sets featured deeply mirrored surfaces and were struck in San Francisco. Silver proof coins were struck in 99.9% fine silver, appealing to both collectors and bullion enthusiasts. Some error coins like double dies, off-centers, or mistrikes have been reported and can sell for hundreds. First day of issue and signed label coins from notable graders also hold added premium for specialized collectors. Over time, the 2022 quarters may appreciate further as part of a complete American Women Quarters set. The 2022 quarters have been praised for introducing young collectors to history through coin design. Schools and educators often use these coins to teach about women's history and diversity in American culture. The Mint collaborated with libraries and museums to distribute educational kits alongside these coins. Collecting quarters from circulation has become a popular family hobby again, thanks to this revitalized series. In doing so, the 2022 quarters transcend currency, they become teaching tools and cultural touchstones. The 2022 quarter dollar stands as a milestone in U.S. coinage, a modern piece with roots in tradition. It honors not only great Americans but also the evolving identity of the nation itself. Through its inclusive designs and thoughtful storytelling, it inspires a broader vision of who we commemorate. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the 2022 quarters offer beauty, meaning, and value. So check your change, you just might be holding a piece of living history in your hand. The 2022 quarter not only celebrated the lives of 5 women, but it also marked a long overdue correction in the representation of women on U.S. currency. Before this series, very few women had been featured on circulating U.S. coins, Susan B. Anthony and Sacagawea being notable exceptions. The roots of the quarter dollar trace back to Spanish colonial coinage, particularly the 2 bits concept worth 1/4 of a Spanish dollar. The U.S. quarter adopted this fraction of a dollar structure and has evolved through many design eras: draped bust, capped bust, seated liberty, barber, standing liberty, and Washington. The Washington quarter first appeared in 1932, intended as a 1-year commemorative for Washington's 200th birthday. However, its popularity made it a permanent fixture on the quarter, with only slight modifications until 1999. In 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50-state quarters program, revitalizing interest in coin collecting and education. This was followed by the D.C. and U.S. territories quarters in 2009 and the America the Beautiful quarters from 2010 to 2021. Each program broadened Americans' awareness of the diversity and heritage within the country, but none had specifically highlighted the achievements of women until the 2022 launch of the American Women Quarters program. Laura Garden Fraser's obverse design for the 2022 quarter had a poetic quality, combining classical strength with dignity. Fraser herself was a trailblazer, being the first woman to design a U.S. commemorative coin in 1921. Her return to the spotlight in 2022 gave the series an added layer of artistic and feminist significance. The quarter's reverse artists included women and people of diverse ethnic backgrounds, intentionally aligning with the message of inclusion. Each design was reviewed and approved by the U.S. Treasury Secretary, in collaboration with the Smithsonian Institution's American Women's History Initiative. The 2022 quarters were warmly received by both seasoned collectors and the general public. Media outlets celebrated the Maya Angelou quarter as a cultural milestone when it entered circulation in early 2022. Social media helped promote the designs, with collectors showcasing their finds and schools organizing collection drives. The program sparked dialogue about which historical figures deserve more recognition on U.S. money. The U.S. Mint's efforts with the 2022 quarters mirrored similar initiatives in other countries to honor women on currency. Nations like Canada, the UK, the 2022 U.S. quarters set a benchmark for how design and historical education can merge on a mass-produced circulating coin. They demonstrated that currency can be more than a medium of exchange. It can reflect values, identity, and progress. As we look ahead to future issues in the series, the 2022 quarters will be remembered not only for their artistic merit but also for shifting the cultural narrative of American money. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.